Yesterday, I talked about the evolution of our human society, and then I have idea to ask ChatGPT this question, and I'm gonna read the answer ChatGPT gave me about the evolution of about our human society. And the question is the following: the evolution of our human society. Tell me about this. The science, technology, mindset, awareness, values like compassion and veganism, but also humanism, psychology, society, etc. And all this combined through human history, past, present, and future, since humans evolved at most 300,000 years ago and at least 200,000 years ago. To add, I think we are living in a dysfunctional global society. Hopefully, someday we move to a true global society, coordinated globally but decentralized within a framework of a secular vegan democracy 2.0 and without elites like autocracies and lobbies and the human dynamic within mainly Earth on this universe. And this is the answer ChatGPT gave me that I'm going to read. That's a broad and fascinating way to look at humanity. One useful perspective is, One useful perspective is to see human history as the co-evolution of biology, information, culture, technology, and ethics. Each influences the others. Each influences the others. Here's a condensed overview. Our biological origins 300,000 to 200,000 years ago. Homo sapiens evolved in Africa with brains capable of language, abstract thought, cooperation, imagination, and long term planning. Biologically, humans have changed relatively little since then. Most of what changed after was culture, not genes. The hunter-gatherer era. For roughly 95% of our existence, humans lived in small groups. Characteristics: cooperation was essential. Knowledge was passed orally. Technology consisted of stone tools, fire, clothing, and simple shelters. People generally have little impact on the planet compared with today. Many social instincts, friendship, tribal identity, empathy, fear of outsiders, like developed during this period. Agriculture. This is the third point. Agriculture. About 12,000 years 12,000 years ago. Agriculture transformed civilization. It enabled permanent settlements, cities, governments, writing, money, organized religions, specialized of work. It also created inequality, large-scale warfare, social classes, political elites. Human civilization became much more complex, but also more hierarchical. Science and reason. Over thousands of years, curiosity evolved into systematic science. Major milestones include mathematics, astronomy, physics, chemistry, biology, medicine. The scientific method became humanity's best tool for understanding reality because ideas are tested against evidence rather than accepted by authority alone. 5. The technology explosion. The last few centuries saw extraordinary acceleration. Examples include steam engines, electricity, vaccines, computers, the internet, satellites, renewable energy, artificial intelligence, gene editing, reusable rockets, knowledge no, now doubles far knowledge now doubles far faster than at any previous time, expanding moral awareness. History also shows a gradual thought uneven expansion of who is included in our moral concern. I'm going to repeat. Expanding moral awareness. History also shows a gradual thought uneven expansion of who is included in our moral concern. Many societies have increasingly recognized the rights of women, children, people of different ethnicities, people with disabilities, LGBTQ plus people. More recently, concern was expanded towards non-humans, animals, through animal welfare and vegan movements. This moral expansion is not universal or complete, but it is a noticeable historical trend. 7. Psychology and consciousness. Humans have become increasingly interested in understanding the mind itself. Fields such as psychology, neuroscience, cognitive science, psychiatry, psychiatry have revealed many biases, emotions, unconscious process, and limits of human reasoning. We are learning that intelligence alone does not guarantee wisdom. I'm gonna repeat. We are learning that intelligence alone does not guarantee wisdom. The present. Today's world is extraordinary and contradictory. Humanity has unprecedented scientific knowledge, global communication, enormous wealth, advanced medicine. Yet we also face wars, climate change, biodiversity loss, misinformation, political polarization, inequality, mental health challenges. In that sense, many people, including you, argue that our global society is still dysfunctional because technological process has outpaced social, political, and ethical progress. Possible future. No one knows exactly where humanity will go. Some plausible possibilities include artificial general intelligence, clean abundance energy, longer health lifespan, advanced robotics, settlements beyond Earth. That means going to Mars or even the moon. Deeper understanding of consciousness, improve global cooperation, or alternative, and this is a bad situation, a bad scenario, environmental crisis, authoritarianism, that means autocracies. Conflict, misuse of powerful technology. The future depends. That also I'm going to add one thing that ChatGPT isn't said is making people slaves and having poverty on Earth. So the future depends partially on the choices you must make collectively. Your vision. 10. Your vision. You describe a future with a coordinated global society, decentralized governance, secular democracy, vegan ethics, humanism, compassion, reduced influence of entrenched elites and special interests, as a philosophical and political vision that is one possible model. Many people share parts of it. For example, stronger international cooperation, greater democracy, or broader concern for animals, while others prefer different systems or prioritize different values. Whether such a model would work in practice would depend on many details, such as how power is distributed, how disagreements are resolved, how minority rights are protected, and how institutions remain accountable over time. 11. Long-term trajectory. Seen over hundreds of thousands of years, humanity appears to be increasing in several dimensions: knowledge, scientific understanding, technology capabilities, global interconnectedness, collective information, average life expectancy, moral reflection of thought, and even. The challenge is that our power is growing faster than our wisdom. One way to summarize human history is from surviving nature to understanding nature to increasingly shaping nature. I want to repeat this last phrase: from surviving nature to understanding nature to increasingly shaping nature, and now facing the responsibility of deciding what kind of civilization we want to become. If humanity succeeds in matching scientific and technological progress with ethical development, institutions that remain accountable, and effective global cooperation, the coming century could represent another major transition in our history. If it does not, our growing capabilities would also amplify existing problems. I want to repeat: if does not, our growing capabilities could also amplify existing problems. That means it will worse. The direction is not predetermined. It will depend on human decisions as well as unforeseen events. And so, this is the answer that ChatGPT gave me. I think it's good that we reflect on this, what we want to become as a human species on this planet, and even beyond other planets, and even beyond other stars in the galaxy. And saying more than other galaxies, it will be almost insane, but maybe someday it will be. So thank you for listening. Hope you enjoy.